ladies and gentlemen, have you ever felt the weight of someone's jealousy, that invisible force lurking in the shadows, casting doubts on your every step? It's a painful reality when others seek to tear down what you've worked so hard to build. But listen closely, my friend, jealousy never speaks the truth. It only speaks fear, insecurity, and the longing to see you fall. They'll whisper words of doubt, of negativity, hoping to make you second guess your worth. But don't be deceived. The words they speak are nothing more than the echoes of their own unfulfilled dreams. You were made for greatness, and when you rise, some will not be able to stand it. They'll try to bring you down, but remember this, your strength lies in how you rise above their words. Now that we understand the roots of jealousy, let's dive deeper into the truth about these words. Here are 5 powerful insights that will help you rise above it all. Jealousy is never about you. It's always about them. When people speak with envy, it's not a reflection of your life or success. It's a mirror of their own fears, struggles, and insecurities. They look at you and see something they lack within themselves, something they wish they could be or have. It's a natural human instinct to desire what others possess, but jealousy twists this desire into something negative. The person who is jealous of you feels like they're somehow falling short, and they see your success as a reminder of their own perceived inadequacies. The person who is jealous often feels unworthy or stuck in their own life. They may be comparing their journey to yours, thinking that they're somehow less than you because they haven't achieved what you've achieved, or they haven't made the same strides you have. What they don't realize is that everyone's journey is different, and the path you've taken is uniquely yours. Jealousy blinds them to the fact that they too can achieve greatness in their own way. When someone speaks words of jealousy, they are projecting their inner conflict onto you. They might say things like, "You only got that because of luck," or "You've had it easy." These words aren't about your accomplishments. They're about their own inability to see their own potential. Jealous people tend to put others down as a way to elevate themselves, but deep down, it's only a reflection of their inability to deal with their own feelings of inadequacy. It's important to understand that jealousy isn't a personal attack. It's a cry for help from someone who feels like they're falling behind, but falling isn't measuring up. They may not even realize the damage they're doing with their words. Their jealousy is rooted in their own struggles, their own frustration with not being where they want to be. It's not about you. It's about them. When someone projects jealousy onto you, they are often revealing more about their own state of mind than anything about you or your achievements. They might criticize you for succeeding, but what they don't see is the hard work, the sacrifices, and the perseverance it took to get to where you are to them. It seems like you've just arrived, but the reality is success isn't an accident. It's the result of effort, focus, and determination. When they speak, they overlook the journey you've taken to get there. They see only the end result, not the trials and the challenges you face. The more successful you become, the more exposed their insecurities become. They start comparing their lives to yours, focusing on the things they lack and the things they feel they can never have. But jealousy is a distortion of reality. It distorts their view of who you are, and it distorts their own view of their life. They begin to focus on what they don't have instead of what they can create for themselves. They choose to blame their own shortcomings on external factors rather than taking responsibility for their own journey. It's important to remember that these jealous words are not truths about you. They are simply reflections of someone else's internal struggles. And while they may sting at first, you have to recognize that these words hold no power over your life unless you give them that power. The person who is jealous is the one who needs to face their own fears, thereby their own self-doubt, work on building their own confidence. They need to shift their perspective from scarcity to abundance and realize that there is enough room for everyone to succeed. Jealousy only arises when someone believes there is not enough to go around. But the truth is there's more than enough success for everyone. Sometimes the most powerful response to jealousy is simply silence. When others try to bring you down with their hurtful words or negative comments, your silence can speak louder than any defense you could offer. It's not about being passive or letting people walk all over you. It's about choosing to rise above the noise and focusing on what truly matters. The jealous person expects a reaction from you. They want you to defend yourself, to justify your success, or to retaliate with anger. But when you remain calm and composed, you take away their power and show them that their words have no effect on your peace of mind. Silence isn't weakness, it's strength. It's a sign that you are confident in who you are and don't need to prove anything to anyone. When you allow others to talk without engaging in their negativity, you maintain control of the situation. You're not feeding into their drama or getting caught up in their emotions. Instead, you choose to remain focused on your own journey and let their words fall on deaf ears. This is a powerful way to protect your peace and energy and on. It demonstrates that you are unshaken by the storms of jealousy in a world where we are often encouraged to speak up and fight back. Silence can feel counterintuitive. It may seem like you're letting someone walk all over you or that you're not standing up for yourself, but silence can be the most dignified response you can give. It shows that you understand the futility of engaging with someone who is driven by jealousy. You recognize that their words are a reflection of their own struggles and not an accurate representation of who you are or your worth. When you stay silent, you are choosing to rise above their limited perspective and not be dragged into their emotional turmoil. Another aspect of silence is that it forces the jealous person to confront their own emotions. When they see that their words don't elicit the reaction they were hoping for, it makes them pause and reflect on their behavior. Often their jealousy comes from a place of deep insecurity, and when they realize that their negative comments don't affect you, they may begin to question their own motives. Silence can serve as a mirror, forcing them to confront their feelings without the validation they were hoping to get from you. Silence gives you the freedom to observe and understand the situation without being swept up in the drama. When you react impulsively to jealousy, you may find yourself caught up in a cycle of negativity that drains your energy and time. By choosing silence, you step outside of that cycle and regain your focus. You don't allow someone else's insecurities to take up space in your mind. Instead, you choose to stay grounded in your own truth and purpose. Your silence becomes a tool for self-preservation, allowing you to keep your thoughts clear and your intentions aligned with your goals. When you don't engage with jealousy, you also send a clear message that you are above petty disputes. You are showing that you're not interested in wasting energy on things that don't contribute to your growth. This can be empowering, not just for you, but for others who may be watching. People respect those who don't get caught up in negativity, and your ability to remain calm in the face of jealousy can inspire others to do the same. It's a quiet that speaks volumes, and it can have a ripple effect on everyone around you. When you face jealousy from others, the best way to respond is by letting your success be the answer. The power of your accomplishment speaks louder than any words of criticism. Negativity, jealous people often attempt to undermine your achievements by pointing out perceived flaws or by dismissing your hard work as luck, but in reality their words are just empty noise when compared to the tangible proof of your efforts and dedication. Success is not something that can be faked, and it is not something that can be easily dismissed. It's a direct result of your actions, your persistence upon your unwavering commitment to your goals. When you let your success do the talking, you shift the focus away from the negativity that others are trying to project onto you. Jealous people may try to diminish your achievements by claiming that you don't deserve them or that you've had an easy path, but those claims are based on their own biases and our insecurities. They don't see the sacrifices you've made, the sleepless nights, the struggles you've endured, or the countless moments of doubt that you've overcome. To them, all they see is the end result, and that makes them feel threatened, but their perception is limited. They don't understand the depth of your journey, nor should they. What matters is that you keep pushing forward, allowing your success to be the ultimate validation of your hard work by focusing on your achievements and continuing to strive for even greater things. You send a message that cannot be ignored. Your success shows that you are resilient, determined, and capable of achieving what others may deem impossible. It highlights the truth that nothing can stand in the way of someone who is committed to their vision. While jealousy may try to tear you down, your success only proves that you are on the right path that you are doing what you were meant to do, this can be incredibly powerful because it reminds you and anyone watching that success is not something anyone can take away from you. It's yours to claim, and it's a direct reflection of your efforts. When others try to bring you down, you don't need to justify yourself or respond to their petty attacks. Let your success be your answer. Keep moving forward, keep working hard, and let the results speak for themselves. Your progress will be undeniable, and it will only continue to grow. Those who are jealous will eventually see that no matter how much they criticize or belittle you, your accomplishments stand as proof that their opinions have no power. The more they try to diminish your achievements, the more your success will shine. Every step forward, every milestone you reach serves as a reminder that you are unstoppable and that no amount of jealousy can change your destiny. Remember, your journey is yours alone, and no one else can dictate how far you go or what you achieve. Letting your success do the talking means that you are not distracted by the negativity around you, and that you remain focused on what truly matters: your growth, your development, and your continued pursuit of excellence. By allowing your achievements to be your response, you not only show those around you the strength of your character, but you also remind yourself of your own power. And potential success doesn't need words. It simply needs action. And your actions will always speak louder than the empty words of jealousy. When you allow jealousy to affect you, you give away your power. The words and opinions of others should never define who you are or how you perceive yourself. Your value is not based on the judgments or criticisms of those around you, especially when their views are driven by jealousy. Each individual is on their own unique journey, and what they think of you says more about their inner world than it does about your true worth. The key to overcoming jealousy is to refuse to let it shape how you see yourself. The moment you allow their words to take root, you begin to lose touch with your authentic self, with the person you've worked so hard to become. When you realize that your value is intrinsic, that it comes from within you, you'll understand that nothing they say can diminish your worth. The challenge lies in understanding that your worth isn't something external. It doesn't come from the praise of others, nor does it come from their criticism. Your worth is not dependent on validation because it is inherent in who you are as a person. No one can define your success, your potential, or your dreams except for you. The opinions of others, particularly those driven by jealousy, are just noise. They may try to tear you down or question your worth, but those words have no foundation in reality. The truth is that they are speaking out of their own insecurities, not out of any genuine understanding of your journey or the effort it took to reach where you are. Jealousy clouds their judgment and distorts their view of you, but their perception doesn't change who you truly are. The more you internalize this truth, the more you become immune to the negativity others may try to project onto you. When you stop seeking approval or validation from those who are jealous, you regain your sense of self. You start living for yourself, not for anyone else. Opinion of you, the power to shape your life and define your own path, lies within you, not in the approval or disapproval of others. By rejecting the idea that your worth is defined by the judgments of others, you free yourself from the chains of insecurity and comparison. You can focus solely on your own growth, knowing that your value is never up for debate. It's also crucial to recognize that jealousy often arises from a place of unfulfilled desires. People who are jealous of you are often projecting their own unmet needs, dreams, or goals onto you. They see something in you that they wish they had, and instead of being inspired by your success, they let envy take over. This only highlights their internal struggles and their inability to see their own potential. When you refuse to let their words define you, you show them that there is no need to compare or compete. Each person has their own unique path, and your success is not a reflection of their failures. It's a testament to your own resilience and Determination, when you stop allowing others to define you, will also begin to see them for who they truly are. Their jealousy is not a reflection of your shortcomings, but of their inability to cope with their own feelings of inadequacy. Instead of reacting with frustration or anger, recognize that their words come from a place of pain. You no longer need to engage with them because you understand that their jealousy is a symptom of their own inner turmoil. In this way, you can remain focused on your own growth without being distracted by the negativity of others. Their judgments become irrelevant because they no longer have the power to sway your sense of self or affect your path forward in the face of jealousy. It's essential to rise above and stay focused on your own journey. The moment you let the jealousy of others consume your thoughts or derail your progress, you allow them to take control of your life. This is why staying focused is one of the most powerful tools at your disposal. The world will always have critics of the well. Jealousy will always exist, but what matters most is how you respond to it. If you allow yourself to be distracted by the negativity of others, you'll lose sight of your goals. The path that you've worked so hard to carve out for yourself. Jealousy thrives when you give it attention. But when you remain focused on your purpose, it fades into the background. Staying focused means choosing to block out the distractions and continue pushing forward with the same determination and passion that got you to where you are. When others try to bring you down with their jealousy, it can be easy to get caught up in their drama or to feel like you need to defend yourself, but these reactions only waste your energy. Take away from what truly matters, your personal growth and success. Instead of engaging in battles that drain you, redirect your focus to the things that will move you forward. Keep your eyes on your goals, your vision, and the future you are building. When you focus on the bigger picture, you realize that the petty words of a jealous person have no place in your life. Jealousy is often fueled by fear that the jealous person is not achieving what they want, that they're being left behind. But when you rise above their negativity, you show them that there's no competition between. You're not trying to outdo and prove your worth. You're simply living your truth and staying focused on the path that will lead to your success. The more you stay focused on your own growth, the less room there is for jealousy to take hold of your heart or mind. It's not about competing with others. It's about being the best version of yourself. By staying focused, you remind yourself that your journey is not defined by the jealousy of others, but by the work you put in, the lessons you learn, and the person you become along the way. When you stay focused, you also start to see things more clearly. The noise of jealousy becomes irrelevant, and you begin to understand that it's simply a reflection of the other person's struggles. By keeping your focus on your path, you free yourself from the need to defend yourself or engage in conflict. Instead, you choose peace and purpose. Your focus allows you to stay grounded and not be swayed by temporary distractions or the bitterness that jealousy brings you. Understand that your energy is better spent on things that will propel you forward rather than on fighting battles that don't matter. Staying focused also means that you are committed to the long haul. Success is not an overnight event. It takes time, dedication, and resilience to get where you want to be. The journey may be difficult, and there will be moments when jealousy rears its ugly head, but if you remain focused on the bigger picture, you'll find that the obstacles become easier to overcome. You will begin to see that the people who are jealous of you are often the ones who have not put in the same effort, who are not willing to make the sacrifices necessary for success. Their jealousy comes from a place of wanting what you have without understanding the hard work behind it. When you stay focused, you remind yourself that success is earned and that no one can take away what you've worked so hard to.